The illegal immigrants brought to the United States as children, known as Dreamers, said that they have been failed by the Democrats, who are more interested in blaming President Trump and Republicans than delivering a congressional measure that would protect the young people from deportation as they await a path to legal residency. Dreamers are done giving Democrats a pass. Quote, "They don't walk their talk," said Cata Sanago, a 20-year-old dreamer who was brought to the United States from Mexico when she was just 8 years old. "We're tired of it," she says. "We're tired of believing them when they say it's the Republicans. They make promises when they're in an election, and when it's over, they're done and don't do anything. I've decided to put my faith in my community of dreamers and not in the Democrats," said the woman. On Monday, when a program that temporarily shields such immigrants from deportation has been set to end, Dreamers held a sit-in at the national headquarters of the Democratic National Committee in Washington, D.C. to shine a spotlight on what the youths describe as the Democrats' betrayal of them. The Democrats made the calculation to kick the can down the road and allow hundreds of thousands of us undocumented youth to live in uncertainty, said Maria Duterte, one of the participants. In a statement, she says, "We are all anxious, and we are scared of being torn away from our homes and our community." Many Dreamers say they are urging their supporters to suspend their affiliations with the Democratic Party until they see evidence that members of Congress who have portrayed themselves as working on a solution to their undocumented status are doing more than just making promises and giving reassurances. In the short term, many want an expansion of the program, a 2012 initiative by President Barack Obama called the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or the DACA program. But what they want most is a permanent fix, congressional legislation that would give them a way to legalize their status in the only country many of these people truly consider home. Many Dreamers say that their disappointment in Democrats is nothing new and goes back some 17 years. "We are all done speaking to the Democrats behind closed doors and trusting them. Everything is going to go happen out in the open," says Gabriel Santiago, president of the National Latino Evangelical, whatever the fuck. It's actually kind of good to see that these DACA Dreamers are finally seeing that the Democratic Party does not give two shits about them and only uses them and sees them as literal fucking pawns to their agenda, as fucking pawns to a means to an end. That is all the Democratic Party sees you guys as. The Democratic Party doesn't give two shits if you guys are deported or not. The only reason why the Democrats wouldn't want you guys to be deported is because you guys are likely a voting base if the Democrats are able to give you guys what you want, which is a permanent fix to your legal residency that you want so badly, despite not actually going forth and actually trying to fix your immigration status by yourself. Instead, you look to our politicians to give you the satisfaction of becoming legal residents despite not even going through the immigration process. One, the DACA Dreamers are fucking retarded in having faith in politicians, actually many politicians, actually an entire fucking party. Number two, again, this goes back to their fucking entitlement issues that they have. You are not entitled to become a United States citizen because you just fucking want it. You become a United States citizen because you worked for it. You come from Mexico, you go through the process of immigration, and that is how you get your pathway to citizenship, is doing it the right way, doing it the legal way, and going through the processes of becoming a legal citizen, not just hoping that you'll just come here illegally and be given amnesty and legal residency just fucking because. That's not how the fucking world works. And you're dumber than a fucking box of rocks if you believe that the Democratic Party is going to give you any hope and change, since President Obama ran on hope and change in 2008 and none of that fucking happened. And this is part of the article which I find fucking hilarious, is that they say that they've had been disappointed in the Democratic Party for nearly 17 fucking years. You've been disappointed in the Democratic Party for 17 years, but you continuously march for them, protest for them, knock on doors for them, go to their rallies, support them, vote for them if you fucking could. And in most states like California, I'm pretty sure they have some type of loophole that gives you the right to vote for them. But these illegal immigrants, these DACA Dreamers, really do a number on me when it terms of pissing me the fuck off. because they come here expecting to be treated like legal citizens despite coming here illegally, breaking the law in the process, basically giving the fucking middle finger to our immigration process and our immigration laws, and saying, yeah, we're too fucking good to do all that shit. We're just gonna come here legally and expect you guys to give us legal citizenship, and if you guys don't, you're big bad racists. No, that doesn't fucking work like that. The Democratic Party does not give two shits about you guys, and I'm glad you guys are realizing this, but I think it's a little bit too late for it to actually do any meaningful causes to you guys. I hope these DACA dreamers actually realize that since they've been supporting the Democratic Party for 17 years, and in that 17 years the Democratic Party hasn't done shit for you guys, but you guys still go and support them, protest for them, knock on doors for them, and again, vote for them if you could in certain states if there's a loophole that is provided. Essentially, you've been supporting the Democratic Party for 17 years despite them not doing shit for you guys, but then you complain when they don't get anything done, and now that Trump's in office and he's actually putting forth and enforcing the already established immigration laws that have been there for years, you want to cry racist. You want to cry big bad wolf. Well, you don't fucking get to do that. You come here legally and you're going to be held accountable. This is what really does choke me up about these illegal immigrants, especially these entitled dipshits, these DACA dreamers. They are just so entitled to believe that they are granted a fucking stay in the United States despite not actually doing anything in terms of fixing their immigration status by themselves, doing it by themselves, having it on their own to-do list. But no, they look to our politicians, our government, to fix their bullshit. It's not their problem to fix your immigration status. It's your problem to do it. You want to stay in America, you want to become a resident, you go through the process of becoming a legal citizen. You go through the immigration process. You do the paperwork. You do the fines. You pay the fucking fines. That is how you fucking do it. But no, they're fucking entitled. They believe that they are entitled to be given these immigration status and legal residency for no other reason just because they're fucking here. And some Democratic fuck politicians promise them to give them this if they just vote for them. No wonder you guys are being led by the fucking nose by the Democrats. And imagine that, a politician promises you something and it ends up being they were full of shit the entire time. Well, that's just American politics. You guys don't like the Democratic Party? Maybe you should go conservative. Or maybe you should just fix your own fucking resident problem, immigration problem your damn self. And stop looking to our phony politicians to get that shit done for you. The Democratic Party only uses you guys as fucking pawns. They only uses you guys as fucking a wedge issue to keep getting reelected. Once they're reelected, they could care less about you. That is how politics work. If you want your immigration status and bullshit fixed, it is your problem to deal with. It is something you need to do. It is a step and process that you need to take. It is not my problem. It is not our politicians' problem. It is your problem. You come here illegally, you're going to be held accountable because you are breaking federal immigration laws, and then you expect nothing to fucking happen to you, which is about the most stupidest thing you can fucking think of. But not only all that, you become entitled to believe that you should be given legal citizenship just because you're fucking here. Well, no, that's not how it fucking works. First off, you shouldn't fucking come here illegally in the fucking first place. And if you came as a child, you've had all these years to try to fix your immigration status. You had some woman brought here when she was fucking 8 years old, complaining now that she's 30 years old, might be facing deportation, and in those years, she never did one attempt to try to fix her immigration status because she stupidly believed that the Democratic politicians are going to give them a pathway to citizenship despite them not actually doing anything to receive it. That's not how the fucking world works. You want something, you gotta go out and get it. This isn't like your socialist Latin American countries that you come from, which the government wipes your ass every hand and fist. That's not how America works. We're evil capitalists. People have to do shit on their own if they want to succeed. I know it's a horrible and just distasteful ideology and way of looking at the world, but that's just how we do things. You want your immigration status fixed? Get your ass up and go to the immigration office and get it done. You want to be a business owner? You put down the risk and you create your own damn business. And if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, you might be a chance of becoming a fucking millionaire. If you want a fucking driver's license, you need to go down to the fucking DMV and go through that process. And the same thing goes with these fucking immigrants. If you want legal residency, if you want to become American citizen, you need to go through the immigration process. You need to go through the fines. You need to go through the paperwork. That is your problem to take on, not ours and not our politicians. And like I said, you're about as dumb as a box of fucking rocks to believe that the Democratic Party actually gives two shit about you guys. You're about as dumb as a box of fucking rocks to believe that the Democratic Party actually wanted to give you guys legal citizenship. And in some senses they do, because they believe that you're going to vote for them. But now that you're abandoning them and saying, well, fuck you guys, we're not going to do anything with you guys aren't no use to them anymore. So now you might actually see Democrats who are against DACA, who are against giving you guys legal citizenship, because you guys are going against their narrative. You guys are supposed to be hardcore Democratic people, but now you guys are abandoning that faith because the Democrats aren't doing what they want you to do. We might actually see a situation coming in the next few years, if this continues, that the Democratic Party actually might be against DACA recipients because the DACA recipients abandon the Democratic Party and actually go to the other side, or go to like the Green Party or some other progressive outlet. We might actually see mainstream Democrats, neoliberals and such, abandoning the DACA recipients and dreamers. Oh, that would be a great thing to see, by the way, if that actually happened. Such a turn of events if that actually really did. But yeah, these DACA recipients, your legal citizenship is on you. It's your problem. You should have done the paperwork. You should have gone through the process. Now you might be facing deportation. That's your problem. It's not mine. It's not the people who are listening to me. It's not our politicians. It's your problem. That's it for this video. Peace out, guys.